In today's video, I am going to make this leather luggage tag. This is a simple project that you can follow and only requires a single stitching line. This is a perfect leather product to make as an accessory for a nice bag or to give as a gift to someone, as you can very easily customize it with a stamp or initials. So let's get started. This is the leather that I will be using for this project. It is a red Buttero leather that has been skived down to 1 mm thick. For the strap, I will be using a thicker piece of the same Buttero leather. This one is 2 mm thick. This is the pattern that I will use for this video. Start by roughly cutting out the paper pattern. You can find the link to the pattern as well as the required materials for this project in the video description. Cut the leather into a more manageable size and then stick the paper pattern to the leather with Scotch tape. Begin by punching out the hole for the strap. Then cut out the flap in the center of the front side of the luggage tag. Continue to cut out the remaining pieces. With the two sections cut out, now is a good time to apply personalized stamps. Next, we need to finish the edges on the inside flap before putting everything together. This means sanding, edge creasing, beveling, and burnishing. Here I will use Tokenole for the edge burnishing gum. Burnish the edge using a wood slicker or canvas cloth until it is smooth. For the clear plastic window, I will be using a plastic sheet 0.2 mm thick. Again, you will need to cut out the plastic according to the pattern. Mark out the limits of the gluing area according to the pattern using an awl, and then use dividers to mark a 3 mm gluing offset on all of the pieces. Apply leather glue to the marked gluing line on all of the leather pieces. When the glue has dried and is tacky, stick the clear window onto the front piece. Then stick on the back piece, being very careful on the edges. Hammer down on the edges to ensure complete bonding of the leather. Use sandpaper to sand down the edges until smooth. You can use the pattern to mark in the limits of the stitching line. Then mark in the stitching line using dividers that are set to 3 mm, which is the same as the pattern. Punch or cut the hole through the tag using the front pocket as a guide. Next, mark in the position of the chisel holes. Planning like this ensures all the holes will be evenly spaced. For the corners, I use a diamond awl and angle the hole halfway between the slants on the bottom and the side holes. For stitching, I first start with a back stitch on the first hole. Then proceed with saddle stitching as normal. Snip off the threads, leaving around 2 mm. Then apply heat to melt the ends and press them down to stop them coming undone. Hammer down the stitches on both sides of the project to flatten them out. To finish the edges, we start by edge creasing and then beveling. I will burnish the edges again with burnishing gum to finish off the tag part of the project. Next is the strap keeper. Again, cut it out according to the pattern and finish the edge by edge creasing and then beveling. Wrap the keeper around the folded strap and mark the end where they meet. Skive the keeper on the grain side and then again on the flesh side. Apply glue to the skive sections and then stick them together. Then you can punch with a chisel and then stitch the keeper so it doesn't come apart. Next is the strap. Cut the width of the strap according to the size of your buckle. Here I use another piece of leather with the same thickness to help keep the ruler level when cutting. Cut the strap to length, which is 295 mm, same as the pattern. Next, mark and cut the strap tips according to the pattern. Then, sand the tips smooth. Edge crease. And then bevel the edges of the strap. Mark out the holes on the strap according to the pattern. The holes need to be suitable for the buckle and Chicago screws that you are using. Apply burnishing gum to the edges and finish the edges using a wood slicker. To fit the buckle, first wet the strap and allow the water to soak in for a few minutes. Insert the buckle and then mold the leather to it. Insert the keeper. Then install Chicago screws or rivets to hold it and the buckle in place. Now we are ready to put everything together. First we take our strap and put it through the tag from the back side. And then through the keeper. This end loops onto your bag and then through into the buckle. Now the luggage tag is complete and ready to use. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.